Good morning, Blazers, and welcome back to OTV. My name's Lisette.
And my name is Iruka. Lisette, I'm really worried about the future of the...
Me too, especially with graduation coming up, and finals and AP tests. Everything's moving so fast, and I feel like I can't catch up. I don't know if there's enough time to...
No, Lisette, I'm really worried about the future of the calendar. Guess why?
Why?
Because its days are numbered.
Anyways, it's been such a great year for Overland. We've had a great speech and debate season, a great wish week, a great baseball season, and so many more great achievements this year. So why don't we take a look at some of the people who made this year great?
That's an amazing idea. Let's start with seniors. We got the chance to sit down with Ibrahim Soiree and talk about his experience at Overland while testing his spice tolerance.
Oh my god. Dude, my head is like... This is crazy.
What's up, Blazers? I'm Emilio, and I'm thrilled to present a special episode of OTV Hot Ones. It's a show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Joining us today is Ibrahim Soiree. Ibrahim is a true Renaissance man, being involved in multiple performing arts, including band, choir, and theater. Not only is he a drum major for the last 3 years, he also starred a leading role in this year's unforgettable musical, You're in Town, which you can catch on OTV's YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's welcome Ibrahim Soiree.
Glad to be here. Glad you guys invited me on to do this.
I'd like to issue a special thank you to Miss McHenry Hudo for prepping the wings for this episode. How's your spice tolerance?
Very bad. My spice tolerance is very bad.
Well, we'll get through this. Trust. This year, you were not only part of the musical, but you were also starring in a student-led production called She's Dreaming. What's the difference between a live-action play and performing in front of an audience versus prepping for a movie that's directed by a student? What's the difference between prepping for those roles as an actor?
It's way easier to prep for the She's Dreaming because, it's all recorded, it's all shot, but when live, it's live. So say if I forgot a line on stage, I would have to improvise it, but if I forgot a line in a video, we just cut it out, do a new take, and I'll probably get it better at the same time.
I also understand you're kind of helping out with advanced acting?
I am helping out with advanced acting. I'm going to be part of Last Call this year, which I got the chance to do because Mr. Ray said if I did this, I could be part of Last Call, so that's going to be fun.
Nice, nice. Sounds like sweet.
Yeah, not too bad. Okay.
Throughout your time in high school, you've accomplished so much, being an Aurora Scholar, placing second in Western Welcome Week Parade, serving as drum major for 3 years, as we mentioned, all-state choir, and being a thespian. Out of all of these achievements, which one do you personally hold in the highest regard?
Honestly, in my mind, they're all kind of equal great achievements. I'm going to say drum major for 3 years just because I'm the only one that's done it for 3 years. But anything that's outstanding in other people's minds or just another thing that's equal level of, good job.
Just different types of
different types of, yeah.
Got you, I got you.
Oh, dang.
Established, you're a musical powerhouse. Again, Welcome Week Parade, drum major. And given your involvement in these really music intense programs, there's a quote of yours that's on the band shirts. Music prevails. What's the meaning behind that and kind of what inspired you to say that quote?
Oh dang. Yeah, it was crazy. Music prevails, that came from my junior year, and I was the only drum major that year. And it came from the we made it out of COVID, you know what I'm saying? COVID was super hard for music in general because we couldn't get together to play music and everything was separated. People were playing with masks on their instruments. Oh, dang. And whatnot. But like, I said, the quote should be music prevails because we got out of COVID. We're building everything back up my junior year, and it's for it to be another great senior year, which I think has been a great senior year.
So kind of like showing that perseverance of like the performing arts throughout COVID and still being able to put on amazing shows during the pandemic.
Yes, sir.
Reaching the halfway point. This is the bomb. This is the only wing that's been on every single season of Hot Ones. And everything, this is supposed to make every wing after this even hotter.
Oh my God.
On top of this one already being pretty hot. So. I kind of like the taste of that one actually. Low key, I think.
Glad you like it. I don't.
All right. Okay, we have 3 fabulous photos here.
What the?
I'll go ahead and ask you to take a look and kind of give an explanation for kind of each one, since they all require a bit of context. So here you go. Here's the first photo.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Alright.
That photo was. Oh my God. Dude, my head is like. This is crazy. Oh, I'm crying. That picture is from my junior year, Halloween. I'm cosplaying as a Demon Slayer character, the main character. His name is Tanjiro, and it was a really fun time.
So you're like fan of anime and Demon Slayer specifically?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got this one.
Oh, that picture, we were setting up for our jazz photo, which was, oh, dang. We were setting up for our jazz photo, which we take every year, and we were trying to do something cool with like different lights. I decided it would be funny if I did that pose.
Pose. All right, and our last one, you have a picture of you here in the Performing Arts Hallway at Overland.
Oh, that was the day of our last concert last year. Our Pops concert, and I was wearing my traditional like African clothing since it was still Eid. It wasn't Eid, sorry, it's still Ramadan, and I wanted to wear like clothes that I just bought. And that's my friend in the photo, Kiki, and we took that awesome photo.
Would you say that religion plays a big part in your life?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty close to my faith in like Islam, and I'm pretty Islamic, and I like to honor like the culture and like the tradition and whatnot.
That one's like tangy. How's that one sitting with you?
It's not shit.
You have sort of a reputation here at Overland and in the performing arts for being a support for others in like their musical pursuits, or even just like people seeking advice. They tend to come to you, being a prominent figure in performing arts. People know who you are and they come for you for advice. How has that influenced your career path in pursuing music education?
Oh, this is like a great question. Music saved my life. Music saved my life when I was a sophomore and I was going through like tough times. Oh, there's some spice in my eye. Oh, dang, that sucks. Anyways, music saved my life, and I like to talk to others. I like to help others any way I can. I like to help people in any way I can, which is why I love when people reach out to me, because I'm always open to talk and I'm always open for anything that people might need from me. I'm going into music education because I had a dream of me being a future educator, and a student came up to me and said, "Your program changed my life," essentially. And that's one of my dang all-time goals now, is to change somebody's life through my program and my music education, which is why I want to give back to music like it gave to me, like it changed my life, and I want to do that for another student.
That's very admirable. Did you rub your eyes?
The tissue, like, I couldn't hold it right, and it got to this. Oh my God.
Oh. Are you sure you're good, bro?
Yep, ready.
All right. On to the last wing, and it's traditional to put one last dab of the hottest sauce on the last wing.
Yep.
So go ahead and do that now.
Can you do it for me? I can see.
Yeah, bro, I got you.
Oh, my eyes burn. Oh, that's crazy.
Gotta be careful, gotta watch the hands, bro.
Where is it? Am I holding it?
All right, make sure you get that dab.
We good? Am I good?
You're good. This sauce is rough.
What is this?
It's the last dab. Massive congratulations on getting a full ride, room and board, full tuition to CU Boulder to pursue music education. It would be a remarkable achievement and a true testament to your hard work. What steps did you take to kind of like set yourself up for success in achieving this like grand milestone? I mean, you're going to college for free, which is a pretty big deal here in the States.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for the congratulations, and yeah, it took a lot. There was a 4-month period in my life where, oh my goodness gracious, where December of 2022 to March of 2023, I had a schedule. I would wake up early, get to school at 7:30, practice until my first class. Practice during lunch, which was the 30-minute period.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would stay after school and practice during band for an hour and a half after musical rehearsal, which was 3:45 to 6. Excluding tech week, which went on to 3:45 to 7, and then we call it Hell Week, which went from 3:45 to 10, the show week. And there's a month where I had a back-to-back period of I had my CU Boulder audition, then I had a long rehearsal at musical rehearsal, and then I had all-state choir, and then I had my CSU audition. And I had my UNC audition. It was just those, I'm telling you, those 4 months, those were restless months for me where I couldn't, my eyes were red for a month and a half where I was barely sleeping. I was working, before every like audition, every time I had a big thing, I basically had like essentially a mental breakdown where I didn't think I was like good enough to do what I can do. And in the next day, I just went out there and every audition, everything I did, even for the musical, I just went out there and did whatever I could to show everything that I had. And I'm proud to say that it worked out. I'm going to college for free. I have achieved like the ultimate end goal, and I'm gonna go to school for what I want to go to school for, to educate and to give back to music. And I couldn't be happier with the outcome of my result.
So this has been the result of hard work, not really so much luck, just real dedication to your crafts and
Yeah,
what you love doing.
I didn't have anything until I worked for it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come out here and be on this special episode of Hot Ones, and enduring these and coming out here and enduring this gauntlet of wings. So if there's anything you'd like to say, plug anything, just look to any of those 3 cameras and kind of those 3 cameras.
Is there one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to OTV for providing us videos almost weekly. I know it's not easy to do this stuff. Shout out my mom, shout out my dad, I don't know. Shout out to the Blazer community, shout out to Overland High School. I wouldn't be the person I am if it wasn't for this. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, what a spicy interview.
It sure was. You know what cools me down?
What?
A nice dive in the pool.
That reminds me of one of our talented divers here at Overland, Maya Richmond. Let's get to know more about her with 24 questions.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm asking questions here.
Sorry.
Can you please give a brief introduction of yourself and what we're doing today?
Yeah, my name is Maya Richmond. I'm a junior, and today we're doing an interview all about me.
You ready?
Yep.
Cake or cookies?
Cookies.
What's your perfect day?
A day like today where it's all warm, nice, and I can do whatever I want.
What relaxes you?
Watching Netflix, crocheting, listening to music.
What sports do you play?
I play gymnastics, diving, and soccer.
Do you ever get scared when you dive?
Yeah, sometimes, especially doing front doubles. Last season was really rough doing those.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, he's a well-rounded player.
Can you do a backflip right now?
No, not today because of my ACL.
What's the toughest thing about doing 3 sports?
I would say juggling club gymnastics practices because that happens year-round. So with all the sports, since I'm doing a sport each season, it doesn't work very well.
Have your injuries affected your participation in sports?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, my ACL, I tore it in the fall, so I wasn't able to participate very much in my sports this year.
Oh. Do you have any interests besides sports?
I enjoy watching K-dramas, and I'm interested in criminal justice.
Oh really? What K-dramas do you watch?
Recently I watched The Glory, Juvenile Justice, All of Us Are Dead, Sweet Home.
Oh. Now, why are you interested in criminal justice?
It's been a big part of my life in different ways, and I just think that the justice system right now, it's not really doing justice to many people. Like, there's a lot of innocent people in jail, in prison, and I want to be the change in the system.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself fresh out of law school, maybe working at a big firm or being a public defender.
We heard that you live about 45 minutes away from Overland. Is this true?
Yeah, it can be a little less without traffic.
How does your distance from Overland affect your experience with sports?
It doesn't affect it that much. It just means I have to wake up earlier depending on what's happening that day.
Is it worth driving all the way to Overland?
Yeah, I would say so, especially because the schools out here don't have what I'm looking for, especially when it comes to diversity.
Are there any benefits to living in a more rural area?
Yeah, especially because we have property, we can do basically whatever we want, and I can ride my horses or ride ATVs, do whatever.
Do you ride your horses to school?
No, that'd be way too far.
Do you have a favorite horse?
No, I love both of them.
Now, last question. If you could say one last thing, what would you say?
I'd say you should all go to a gymnastics meet, a dive meet, and a soccer game.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Lisette, you know gymnastics really scares me.
What? Why?
Because hands shouldn't be standing.
I can't take your terrible jokes no more.
Well, don't worry, Lisette, because that's all we have for today anyways. Bye, Blazers!